Opening with the queen's pawn controls the center and usually leads to a more positional development of the pieces. d6 defends the e5 square and allows the light-squared bishop to develop. c4 gains space in the center and the queenside, and prepares to develop the knight to c3. Your bishop is ready to be developed to an active square. Knight c3 develops the knight toward the center and controls the d5 and e4 squares. Bishop g7 puts the bishop on the long diagonal in a move called a fianchetto, developing the knight and increasing influence in the center. This move activates your knight to strengthen control over the center. e4 controls the center and prepares to develop the f1 bishop. Castling protects your king and activates your rook. Bishop e3 develops the bishop to defend the d4 pawn. This isn't a mistake, but there was something better for you. White develops the bishop and attacks the center. Develops the knight and attacking the center. Castling to the same side of the board is a more cautious approach. Your fianchettoed bishop puts strong pressure on the diagonal. This creates a pawn chain, linked pawns that form a strong structure. You apply pressure to your opponent's pawn chain. The rook joins the board early, building a strong opening for white. You move your knight away from the edge of the board, giving it control of more squares. That's an unfortunate error. There was only one good move, but you were moving fast and didn't see it. This allows the opponent to eventually win a pawn. You exchange pieces of equal value. Takes back. This move is okay, but not what I would have played. This misses an opportunity to increase a bishop's scope by moving it to a better square. You gain time because your opponent must deal with your threat. This moves the rook to safety. You missed an opportunity to kick a knight. This threatens to take an outpost with the knight. With that move, you chase the knight away. This creates a counter threat against the queen, as opposed to retreating. Developing a new piece. This overlooks an opportunity to win a tempo by threatening a queen. You are threatening to tactically win a pawn. This wins a tempo by threatening a queen and forcing it to move away. You found a safer square for your queen. This offers to exchange pieces of equal value. That was an even swap of material. Recaptures. Not the best move, but not bad either. This permits the opponent to win a knight through a fork. You will win a knight with a fork. This offers an equal trade of pieces. You overlooked an opportunity to tactically win a knight. Takes back. You allowed the opponent to set up a blockade, putting the piece on a blockade square. This move attacks your opponent's pawn chain. This wins time by threatening a bishop and forcing it to move away. Good job defending that bishop. Right on target. You take back. Recaptures. A good choice to move your threatened rook. This threatens to tactically win a bishop. That was a fair trade. Recaptures. You overlooked an opportunity to move a rook to safety. You permitted the opponent to create a passed pawn. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. You trade off equal material. This overlooks a better way to recapture a piece. You missed an opportunity to eventually win a pawn. This moves the pawn to safety. You move your bishop to a better place, allowing it to control more squares. This is a fair move. With precise play, you will win a pawn. The game is still close to equal, but white lost their advantage. You won a pawn for free. This allows the opponent to win a pawn through an eventual fork. This wins a pawn. This loses material. The only move, and you found it. This removes a bishop that put the king in check. You won a rook for free. White's knight has moved to a square with greater activity and control. Nice, definitely the right move. A very strong play. You found a safer square for your rook. This evades the check from the rook. You kicked your opponent's piece from that square. This move puts the knight on a safer square. This is a good time for you to get out of trouble. This move puts the knight on a safer square. Good job, that's what I would have played too. This evades the check from the rook. Well done, an excellent move. One of the best moves. Good job defending that pawn. A solid choice. This is a fine move. This moves the knight to safety. You step your king away from the checking knight. A very strong play. This moves your rook to a safer square. This loses a knight, but the position was losing no matter what. There was a chance to win a knight, but you are still winning. This loses a knight, but the position was losing no matter what. You had a better option, but this is not bad. This steps away from the checking pawn. Very good choice. Very precise. A good choice to move your threatened rook. This move puts the knight on a safer square. You're kicking their knight out of a useful square. This moves the knight to safety. You apply pressure to your opponent's pawn chain. After all captures, this is an equal trade. Recapturing. That's not a mistake, but it's not the best move either.